Hello and welcome to the Place the Thing. My name is Matt, still Matt, and today we are doing our ninth game of Legacy of You, which I talked about last night in my top 10 games video, 2024 edition. If you haven't seen it, it is up on my channel now and live. So you can see what Pop Meeple, the website, popmeeple.com, reckons are my top games. And how can I disagree? I chose them, basically. Anyway, today we are playing Legacy of You. This is the ninth game of a potential 14. And I have... If I lose two more games, we have lost and it's all over. So potentially there might only be two more games. I think this time, this is the third time I've played the whole Legacy game, and I think this time I've managed to get quite difficult things. Like I have a lot of barbarians who are quite difficult to deal with. But anyway, let's see. So let's have a look at the setup. I have already set up. I'm dealing with a bit of sunlight today, which is unusual because usually I do things in the evenings nowadays. I have my chamomile tea, of course. I've been playing with settings again, so we will see what this is like. Everything seems to be fine at the moment. So yes, so last game I lost and I got these boon cards. I have 4 of these cards, and what the storybook tells me is that I draw one over the next 4 games at random, and we get the boon that is on the card at the start before we set up or anything like that. So let's pick one of these cards. Let's go with that one. And so these will go away into other setup cards for the next game, which we will definitely play the next game. And then let's have a look at what we have. So I'm going to get a provision, a cowrie shell, and a labourer. So they will go in my little bowl, which I always use because of the rider workers who are... Oh my goodness me. Oh my goodness. Okay. Near disaster, but we're all right. Just give me a minute. Wow. You can tell this is live, can't you? I don't know. Oh, that's why. One of the legs of my tripod came undone. I think that'll do. Nearly knocked my chamomile tea over. Are we all right? Gosh, that was nearly a disaster, guys. So let me... Oh, it's not the camera. Okay. I am fine. Everything is fine. Let me just check all the cameras are fine. Yes, we're all fine. Okay. It did knock my tea nearly over, but luckily only a dribble. I will be right back. Give me 1 second. Okay, I'm back. Everything is fine. Yes, so where were we? Yes, so that's why I used that tray. And we, after that drama, we can get started. So, as usual with this game, we harvest first. So, when we harvest, we draw 4 cards. Oh, and this card, by the way, goes into history, so it's out of the game now. So we draw 4 cards, and then... sorry. And then we get a labourer, a cowrie shell, and a provision, as usual. And that's it. Gosh, that gave me a right old shock, let me tell you. Is this still... feels a bit skew with somehow. But it's fine. It's fine. That will do. Okay. So, what are we going to do? First of all, we will take this townsfolk card that we get for free. Goodness me, I'm all of a dither. And then eventually, as soon as possible, we have 6 cards left in this pile. We need to do 2 labourers and 2 cowrie shells, which we have already. We need to try and deal with this barbarian in some way, and they will hit us, or we give up a spearman, a blue meeple. And we will get a blue meeple from one of our townsfolk cards. So, yeah, this townsfolk card, I'm just... yeah, so I think we will use that townsfolk card to get that spearman. And then we can, with our special cards that we have, so I can use a fish, which this townsfolk card has, to get a labourer and 2 cowrie shells, which actually I would really like to do. Or we could put one of our townsfolk cards under this first thing. I think I definitely want the clay from him, so I'm going to use him for clay. And red workers and yellow workers, I think I'd rather take them now. So I will get a yellow archer and a labourer. And then I have 2 provisions, so I will take these 2 townsfolk cards which cost a provision each. And I'll obviously put one of my people there to get another provision. And I think I'm just going to move my barge now. So I'm going to spend the 2 labourers and the 2 cowrie shells to move my barge. This comes over here. And then we get this. So we get 1 clay, 1 wood. And we get, let me just check, draw a card from the top of the townsfolk draw pile to our hand. So from here, comes into our hand. So that is another fish, actually. So I think I will use this labourer for the fish that he's carrying, which means I get another labourer and 2 cowrie shells. So I can really stock up. And is there anything else I can do? Just wiping some tea off my board. I don't think there's anything else I can do there. Sorry, I'm still though reeling from the disaster. Just gonna make this a bit brighter. There we go. I think that's all I'm going to do. I can't use this for anything, can I? No. No, I'm going to keep that. Okay, so that is the end of taking actions. So, oh, this card should have gone, sorry. Yeah, so that should have gone. So the barge comes back, moves down. So now I diverted some of the flood water. And then we suffer attacks. So this barbarian is attacking us, and we would lose a card from our deck, or we can use one spearman. So the spearman is sacrificed. And then we refresh the card rows. So all these townsfolk cards come down to the end. We are having one, oh, some more tea. One barbarian per round. So we get another barbarian coming in. And then we fill up the missing townsfolk cards. And that's refreshed. So then we go back to harvesting again. So we draw 4 cards. And we get a labourer, a cowrie shell, and a provision. And this worker comes back as well. I could really do with putting something under here. Maybe I should put... ooh, now this is good. I think... see this card. Now, although he's useful in terms of getting labourers, every turn he will get us anything but a labourer, and we can choose what that is. So if I put them under here, we can manipulate what we're getting a little bit, which is good. So I've done that. This lady gives us 2 provisions. And this gentleman gives us 2 clay. So now we have enough. Oh, I'm going to spend a provision to get that cheeky monkey. So now we're in a position where we can complete this house. And we do need 1 wood potentially for this. We've got 1 yellow. Yeah, I'm going to do this. I'm going to complete this hut. So it's 1 labourer, 3 clay, and 1 wood. And then we can put this hut on one of these 2 spaces. I'm going to get the provision. And then this turns over. And as you can see here, we get a provision for making that hut. So getting lots of provisions. And now we can put a worker here and get 1 meeple of any colour, not white. So I think we will put 1 of our labourers there to get a red fighter. Because we need red for both of these. If we had 1 more yellow, that would be awesome, but we don't. But we will be able to get one next turn. We could do some wood, really. We can spend cowrie shells to get wood. 3 cowrie shells, as you can see here, gets 1 wood. Yes, I'm lacking wood. I think I'm going to spend my 3 cowrie shells because I'd rather do that than lose a card. So I spent 3 cowrie shells to get wood. Then I'm going to get this townsfolk card, and then I'm going to spend 2 more to get this townsfolk card, actually, because she gives me a rider. And I don't have a blue worker for this one. But I think I'm going to pay for that losing a card. Is there anything else I want to do? I could buy that worker, but I think I might just keep these. Hold on, though. I can get another one by putting a worker there. So I will spend 2 of those to get them as well. So I've got lots of cards in my deck for the next round. So I will get the cowrie shell and the provision. And I think that's the end of my round. So the barge hasn't been finished, so we don't need to return it. We suffer attacks. So we lose 1 for the blue spearman. And then we can use the wood to stop the second one. So that's the attack. So then we refresh the card row. So we're going to get 1 more barbarian. And we refill. And then we harvest. So 4 cards. So 1, and we have to shuffle. So the flood moves up. So 2, 3, 4. And then we get a labourer, a cowrie shell and provision. And we also get a coloured meeple of our choice. So I think we will take, what have we got here? We can get a yellow one here. So let's take a black rider. And then the question is, do we want to put another card under here? Maybe not. So what we will do is we will take out this barbarian. So that's, we'll use that townsfolk person to get another archer. And then we will use 2 archers and a fighter and 3 provisions to take this barbarian out. And they give us 3 cowrie shells when we defeat them. And then before I forget, we will go here to get a yellow archer so we can stop this barbarian from taking cards from us. Then we'll get that townsfolk card for sure. I think we'll put this. Should we get yellow? Let's get the provisions and the cowrie shell from that worker, and the clay from that worker, from that townsfolk card, sorry. I think I'm going to put this under here. Right, and I'll get another provision from that spot. Do I want any more townsfolk cards? I think I want that one, because he has wood, and I feel like I'm short of wood. We have lots of cowrie shells, but I don't think I need to do anything with them yet. So, thinking. I think it's a good idea to get workers from these cards here. I think that's it. I think I'm going to stop there. So we've taken all our actions. We don't need to return the barge. We suffer attacks. So we're going to lose another card from that barbarian, but we have 1 yellow worker. So we can pay that barbarian off with a fight and an archer. And then we refresh the card rows. So again, it's just 1 extra card for barbarians. These townsfolk move down and we fill back up. And then we harvest. So 4 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4. Lots of clay. And we get a labourer, cowrie shell and provision. We get these labourers back, and we get a meeple of our choice. So I think we will get a blue. We also get a yellow meeple. Ooh. So I'm going to get 1 wood. I'm going to spend 3 cowrie shells to get 1 wood. These are just difficult, these barbarians, because they have 4 workers that they want to defeat them, and usually they're just 3. So these are the extra ones we got because we did well. And these ones I feel like really make it a lot harder. Okay, I'm going to do this. So this townsfolk card, I'm just going to discard them. So I just get the rider straight away, the rider meeple. And then this card, I'm going to discard this, so I get both of these instead of just one, because I'm discarding it to the townsfolk discard pile. So I get 2 fighters. So then what I'm going to do is I'm going to defeat this barbarian. So 2 provisions and 2 riders and 2 fighters. So they are defeated, and that gets me 2 cowrie shells and a clay. So I've got lots of clay again. So we could build another one of these. I need a yellow archer and wood, really. But I could sacrifice the wood. I could make some wood, actually. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to build another hut. So that is 1 labourer, 3 clay, and 1 wood. And I'll build this hut. That gets me another cowrie shell here, that building. And on the back of this, we have the golden +1, which means that we draw a card from the top of the deck and put it into our hand. And we have another space. And I think, what are we looking for? I want to make lots of meeples this time because I keep losing to barbarians at the moment. So I think I'm going to put this one under here. So I will get a blue worker, a spearman every time now. That one or this one? Yeah, definitely that one. I need, how many cards? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we have 2 more rounds maximum, but we're going to be able to move the barge. After we build this part of the defenses, we will be drawing 2 barbarian cards per round. So we need wood. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to spend 3 cowrie shells to get wood, like it says I can do here. And then, so yes, we can use this now, which, can you see that there? Yes. So we can get clay, wood, or a cowrie shell by putting a meeple here. But I will get 1 provision. I will get a meeple colour of my choice, and so I will get a red fighter. And then we'll see about this. We might put something down there. So I can get 2 clay from that townsfolk card. I can get a yellow worker from that townsfolk card, and I can get a provision and a cowrie shell from that townsfolk card. So I think what I'm going to do is put cowrie shells out here as well. And just going to do this. I think that's a bit clearer. Yes, so do it like that. That's not good. There we go. Let's spend a provision to get this townsfolk card. And I think I'll spend 2 cowrie shells to get a provision and spend this other provision to get that townsfolk card as well, because they give me wood, and wood, that's annoying. Wood is what I need. And do I want to do anything else? No, I don't think so. No, I'm going to leave it there. So that is end of actions. We do not return the barge. We suffer attack. So 1 yellow worker, which I can do, and 1 wood, which I can also do. And we refresh the card row. So we're still going to get just 1. One extra barbarian. And we harvest. So 4 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4. Got my cheeky monkey. And we get a labourer, a cowrie shell and provision. Oh, I could have put another one there, couldn't I? I didn't do it. My own fault. And then we get a yellow and a blue. So we have a red and 2 blue. So we could get another red. Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do with that one. I'm going to get another red one. So I have enough to stop them. Stop this chap. Yeah. How many cards do we have left? So we need to build our defences this turn. So let's do that straight away. So 2 labourers, 2 cowrie shells. We build that defence and we get clay, wood, and we have to lose a card. So now we have another spot that opened up, which is to get a worker of our choice. And we've also revealed this +1. So this means that we will have 2 barbarians coming out from now on. Okay. Let's get these provisions. So 2 provisions. And let's defeat this barbarian while we're on it. So 2 provisions, 2 fighters, and 2 spearmen. They're defeated, and we get 2 cowrie shells and wood, which is good. Wood is good. And then we'll use this townsfolk card to get another wood. While we're thinking about it, we'll take that townsfolk card. Let's get that other labourer. Now we're going to need a wood and clay, but we can get wood and clay back in other ways, I think. So what I'm going to do now is build one of these buildings, which makes our workers equal, so we can use them as other colours. What we need right now, I think, is red. So red most of all. So I'm going to spend 1 labourer, 1 clay, and 3 wood to build one of these. And I'm going to build one with red. And so now labourers and fighters are the same, so I can use labourers as fighters. And I put that there, so I get one of my choice, which I think I will take a rider. And now I'll keep the monkey, so I get 3 cowrie shells. 1, 2, 3. But I will immediately spend those to get 1 wood. To throw at that barbarian. We need 1 clay for the other barbarian, so that's fine. We could defeat one of them actually. Oh yeah, let's do that. Yeah, let's do that. So I can use white as red, and this barbarian requires 2 red and a yellow, so I can use the white as red, and also 3 provisions, which I can use 4 cowrie shells as 2 provisions, the other provision. So I defeat them and I get 3 cowrie shells back. So that's good. And then I will get another collar, and I have 1 black already, so I will get blue, which means I will get the 2 blue. I'll be able to defeat them next. I still have these 3 cowrie shells, but I think I can keep them. But I have these 2, don't I? So let's get a provision. And let's get wood. And I will spend the provision to get this townsfolk card. And I think that's all I can do. So the barge returns 1 step further down. We suffer attacks, which is just from this barbarian, which is 1 wood. And we refresh the card rows. So these townsfolk cards move down. We're now getting 2 barbarians per turn. And we refill. And then we harvest. So once again, we get 4. We only have 3, so we're shuffling. So that means the flood advances. I'm trying to play this time to defeat barbarians. That is my game plan. So let's just check how many cards we've got. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So we've got 3 rounds. So we've got 4 cards, and then we get a labourer, cowrie shell, provision. Get these peeps back. We get 1 more cowrie shell because we built one of these buildings. And then we get a yellow and a blue. And one of our choosing. I'm going to get another black one there. We've got 2 blue. We haven't got any red. 2 blue. We need 4 blue to defeat those 2. I'd quite like to defeat this one, but whether I can or not. Red, red, black. Yeah, maybe I should take the red. Red. Okay. Let's take her. So what can I do straight away? This first barbarian. So 2 provisions. So 2 cowrie shells and a provision. 2 blue and 2 spearmen and a rider. And that barbarian's defeated, and we get 3 cowrie shells. Let us use this townsfolk card to get 1 rider. And this one to get 1 provision and 1 cowrie shell. And I think we'll just use these as normal. So that's 2 wood and 2 clay. Okay. Yeah, so I'm going to put my labourer there to get another. Oh, I actually don't need to do that. I don't need to do that. So I'm going to spend a white labourer as red and a rider. And 1, 2, 3 provisions, 4 cowrie shells to defeat this barbarian. And we get a cowrie shell and a labourer. So now we only need 1 wood for that barbarian. We can't defeat them. We can't use these. So let's get what we need to get from these spots. What colour? Yellow, blue, maybe blue. We don't have a good way of getting riders at the moment. Let's get a rider. And then we will get, I think we'll get a cowrie shell this time. Got a lot of other stuff going on. And provisions, we'll spend a provision to get that townsfolk card because they give us riders. Is there anything else we want to or can do? I don't think so. No, I don't think so. So we don't need to return the barge, so we suffer a tax. That barbarian will cost us a wood. We refresh the card row. Ah. Ooh. Okay, so this isn't good. So these two, we have to defeat them or they add an extra barbarian each the next turn. If they're out here at the end of the turn, they will add barbarians. So that would be 4 barbarians. So that's not good. So we need to defeat them, really. We'll just fill that up. And we harvest 4 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4. Get a labourer, a cowrie shell, and a provision. And another cowrie shell. Get those back. We get yellow and blue. And a worker of our choice. 2 yellow and a red, but that could be white. And 2 black and a blue, so we want a black rider. There we go. See, these cards as well make it much more difficult because you need to take them out, which means you're spending provisions all over the place. Talking of provisions, this townsfolk card gives us 2, which is good. So I will take the first one out. So 2, 3 provisions, 2 yellow and a red, but as a labourer. We take that one out, so we get 3 cowrie shells. It's getting a lot of cowrie shells. Yeah. So I need to spend some cowrie shells for. Let's do provisions. So 1, 2, 3. So 6 cowrie shells makes 3 provisions. So that's 3 provisions, 2 riders, and a spearman. Defeats that barbarian. So we've got rid of them. So we get 2 cowrie shells and wood. I could really do with building the. I think we'll build the barge next. No, do the barge. Build those defenses next turn. So the cheeky monkey gets us 3 cowrie shells, 1 clay from them, and 1 archer from them. We need to build some buildings, man, which is why we need to build our defenses. I will get this townsfolk card and I will spend 2 cowrie shells to get that townsfolk card and 2 cowrie shells to 4 cowrie shells to get this townsfolk card. We can't defeat this barbarian, but we don't really need to because we have plenty of wood. I'm going to go here and get a spearman. Go here and get a provision. Go here and get a cowrie shell. And that's the end of our round. So we don't need to return the barge. We suffer a tax. That's 1 wood. to stop that barbarian, and then we refresh the card row. So 2 more barbarians. Luckily not with +1 cards on them. And we harvest. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Labourer, cowrie shell and provision. Another cowrie shell for our building. Get them back. Yellow and blue. Lots of workers. That's good. And then one of our choice. Yellow and blue. We do need some. We don't need red, as in we can use labourers, but I'm going to get one because I can't get a labourer with that card. Okay, so I'm going to build this dam, I think. How many cards have we got left? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, I want to build it. So we'll use the red and 2 labourers and 3 cowrie shells. And we get 1 clay. And we lose 2 cards. Takes effort building these dams. So now we have another space. The question is, do we want to defeat some of these barbarians? We can do this one. So I think that would be a good idea. So 2 spearmen, 1 archer, 2 provisions, defeated. We get a cowrie shell and we draw a card. Now, do we want to build anything? Let's take that townsfolk card. We need clay, and we've got plenty of clay and 2 cowrie shells. Do we keep going for our strategy of defeating barbarians, or do we build another one of these and put one of these cards under, build one of these, and maybe make riders equal? We've got a lot of clay. A lot of clay. We need 1 clay, but only 1. Yeah, let's build one of these. So we need a labourer. So I can discard this card to get wood and a labourer. So then I'll use a labourer, 3 clay and a wood. To build this hut. So we get a provision for that hut being built, and we also get to draw Can you see that? Yeah, get to draw one card from our deck. And now we can put a card under here. What do we have? So I'm wondering if we put this under here, which just gives us a provision and a cowrie shell, but I want to be able to stay on top of being able to reach the top where these barbarians are as well. I think I'm going to do that just for a bit of peace of mind. Okay, so let us play these cards. We get one blue, we get 2 clay. And these two will give us 3 provisions and a cowrie shell. So do we need... I think we can always do with more townsfolk. So we'll spend 2 provisions to get these 2. And how many have we got in our discard? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. It's quite a lot. I think I'm going to save these for next round. But we will get provisions. And what colour worker do we want? Black rider. And we will get cowrie shell from that. And we could go here and get +1 card, but I don't want to keep pushing this deck along. So I'm not going to do that. Yeah, so I think that's the end of the round. So the barge returns and we suffer attacks, and that's 1 clay from that barbarian and 2 cowrie shells for that barbarian, and then we refresh the card row. Oh, got a +1. Sorry there a little bit in the light, but after my thing falling over. Okay, so then we harvest. So 4 cards, 1, 2, 3. So the flood moves up. Four, and we get a labourer, provision, cowrie shell, another cowrie shell. We get these workers back, and we get another yellow and blue. And then we get one, oh, and then we get a provision and a cowrie shell again for this new card, and we get a worker of our choice. And I will pick another rider. And let's take out some barbarians. So 2 riders, and we can use this labourer as a red. And 2 provisions. Takes out this barbarian, so we get 1 cowrie shell and we get to draw another card. we need to try and take out this chap. So we already have the yellow and the blue, and we need a black and... So let's do a black from there, and a labourer. We can use this card to get the labourer. So now we have enough to take this one out. So there's the 4 of them and 3 provisions, and they're taken out, and we get a worker colour of our choice. What do we want? We can get a blue there. We could do with a red if we want to take this one out. Yeah, so let's get a fighter. So we'll use that townsfolk to get another spearman. So then we can do the 2 spearmen and the fighter, and 3 provisions. Let's just spend that one to get a provision and a cowrie shell. So 3 provisions, 1 provision and 4 cowrie shells. And we've defeated them, so we get a cowrie shell and a labourer. So just 2 cowrie shells for this chap, which is fine. I'm getting lots of lots of clay. So 3 clay from those 2. And is there anything else I would like to do? I'm going to take this townsfolk card. I'm going to spend 2 cowrie shells as a provision to get this townsfolk card, because they give me a labourer. And then I can put this one here to get a provision, and this one here to get a cowrie shell again, because I think cowrie shells are super important. Yes, I've got so much clay, but that doesn't really matter. Okay. Don't need to return the barge. We suffer attacks, so we have to pay 2 cowrie shells to stop that attack. We again refresh the card rows, another +1. Psh. We're almost out of townsfolk cards, actually, weirdly. Okay, so we've refreshed, so we get 4 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4. We get a labourer, a provision, a cowrie shell and a provision, and another cowrie shell. Get them back, and then we get another yellow and blue, and a cowrie shell and provision again. And one of our choice, one worker of our choice. Two reds, so that can be white, and we got a blue. 2 blue and a black, which we don't have any of. So we need black for that one. So let's take a rider. Although we can get one there, so let's take a spearman. And I think I'm going to use this townsfolk card and discard him, so I get the 2 wood and an extra worker. And an extra worker, so I will take another spearman. Yeah, and I get a rider with that one. So I need to take out this one, so that is 2 spearmen and a rider and 3 provisions. And they go out, and so I get 2 cowrie shells and clay. Great, just what I need. More clay. And look at these 2 as well. These clay. Do you know what? I think I'm going to, oh, let me just show you that again. I think I'm going to completely discard this one as well and get the worker of my own colour, because I've got too much clay. So I get the 2 clay now, but I can only get 1, and then I get a worker of the colour I desire. Which colour do I desire? I think I will get two red and a blue. Let's get another red. I'm going to completely discard this one as well, because I don't really want to use it. I wish I could tuck it, but I can't. Oh no. Yeah, I'm going to use it for the meat. So it gets me clay and a wood. So we will just get me a wood. Do you know what? I think I might build this barge. It's going to add another barbarian. So there will be 3 barbarians coming out at a time. No, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to take out that barbarian instead. So 2 red and a blue. So I'm using a labourer and 4 cowrie shells for 2 provisions. And I get 2 cowrie shells and clay. I've got all the clay in the world. So let's take them. Let's take another one of these. I'll take the guy who gives provisions. Okay, I'm going to go here and get a spearman, because I'm going to build this next time. I'm going to get a provision, and I will get a cowrie shell. And I think I will get this townsfolk card as well. And that's where I'm going to stop. So we don't return the barge, we suffer a tax. It's 1. Oh, let's say I did that. Sorry. 1 labourer. And so getting 2 barbarians. And 1, 2, 3. we harvest. So another 4 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4. A labourer. Provision, cowrie shell. Another cowrie shell. Get these back. There we get yellow, blue, provision, cowrie shell. And we get a worker of our choice. We've got a lot of yellow and no black, so we will take a rider. And I'm going to build this section of the barge, of the dam. Except yeah, I'm going to discard this card to get 2 provisions and a labourer. And then I'm going to build this section of the dam, 2 labourers and a spearman and 3 cowrie shells. And so we build this and we get 1 wood. There's no wood left. And we have to lose 2 cards from our deck. And now we will defeat this barbarian. So 2 archers and a rider and 2 provisions. And we get a cowrie shell and another card. Wow, we've got a lot of provisions here. So I'm going to use one of my yellow workers to make a red worker, because then I'm going to build one of these. So it's red for white, fighter for labourer, clay and 3 wood. I could have got a wood. What was I talking about? So I should have 1 wood back. And I can build one of these. Now, what do I want to build? Blue. I can get blue, so let's say black. And we will get a rider. And then we will discard this card to get 2 wood. And a worker of our own choice. So we'll get another rider. And then we will... So let's just use these 3 cards. So we get, before we do any of that, 2 provisions. A provision and a cowrie shell. And another provision. So we're going to 2 riders and a spearman and 3 provisions to defeat this barbarian who gives us a cowrie shell and a labourer. And then we will use these to get another provision and another cowrie shell. And let's get some townsfolk cards back. Take those 2. Whoop. And do we want that one as well? Yeah, let's get that one as well. Let's stock up. So we're going to get 3 barbarians this turn. And hopefully we will get some cards where we can get workers, because we need some workers. So I'm going to stop there. So we return the barge. Oop. And we suffer a tax, which is 2 cowrie shells from that barbarian. And we refresh the card row. So now we're going to get 3 barbarians. And we refresh. So 1, 2, 3. Okay, and we harvest. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's do this, and now we get 2 cowrie shells for those buildings we have built. Yellow, blue, cowrie shell and provision. And a worker colour of our choice. Blue and yellow we don't have, so white and black we can use. So let's get a spearman. We can build something else. I'm going to use this for fish, and with fish we get a labourer and 2 cowrie shells. Let us take that townsfolk card. And we will get this rider from that villager, townsfolk. And we can now use 4 cowrie shells to get a labourer, which is pretty good. Let's take out some of these barbarians. So 2 blue and a red, so we can use a labourer for that. And 2 provisions. So we get 2 cowrie shells. We've only got 1. So I'll use the provisions like that. So we get 2 cowrie shells and wood. And I'm going to convert 4 cowrie shells into a labourer. And let's use these 2 cards. So the question is, do we want to build something else? I'm kind of tempted by this cheeky monkey who gives us 3 cowrie shells every round. Yeah, I think I'm going to do it. So I'm going to use a labourer, 3 clay, and 1 wood, and I'm going to build this. That gives us a red worker. And we build this and we get a cowrie shell. And I'm going to put this immediately under there. So the monkey will give us 3 cowrie shells every turn. So I just need to remember. And then we'll get a provision and a cowrie shell. So let's see if we can take anyone else out. I think we should take this one out. So we need a red and a blue. We could get the blue, potentially. And then we will use these 3 as this. So it's basically workers of any color, not white. So I'll use those 3, and I'll use the 3 provisions to defeat them, and this gives us 1 card from the townsfolk stack. And they will give us 2 provisions. So. Red and black. Yeah, we could take out another one of these. So I'm going to use 4 cowrie shells to get a labourer. And then we can use a labourer and a rider and a fighter. Oh no. No. And we can get a yellow worker from here, from this spot. So we have got the 3. And then 1, 2, 3 provisions. And we defeat them, and we get 2 cowrie shells and clay. You can never have enough clay. And we need that red worker, so we will just get another provision from here. And I think we'll spend those 2 to get these 2. Yeah, and we'll stop there. Don't need to return the barge. We suffer attack, so we pay with a fighter. And then we refresh the card row. So there's going to be 3. So we need to shuffle the barbarian deck. And 1, 2, 3. That's all the cards. And then we harvest. So 1, 2, 3, and we need to shuffle. Oops. Rogue shuffle. My townsfolk deck is so big this time. Which is good because I can use these to get more meeples, which is what I need. Yeah, so we got the 4, get a labourer. You know the score. Get these ones back. And then we get yellow and blue. And and we get 3 cowrie shells now. And we also get a meeple of our choice. So let's get a blue one. I think. Or do we need black? Maybe black. No, we don't need black anymore. Blue is good. Blue is good. Or yellow. No, I think that'll be good. Okay, so I'm going to discard a lot of these cards. And I'm not going to discard that one, so I'm going to get a red worker. And then I'm going to discard all of these. So I'm going to get 2 labourers. Red, yellow, and 2 blue. And they all get discarded. Because I want those workers. And then let's take these chaps out. So 2 yellow and a blue. Whoops. I'm just checking I've got enough. Yeah, 2 yellow and a blue. And 2 provisions, but I will use cowrie shells. So they're defeated, and I get 2 cowrie shells back. And a wood. And then I've got another one, 2 yellow and blue. So I don't think I can do. I need to take this other one out. A red, black, blue, and yellow. So I will go here and get the yellow. And then 3 provisions. So 1, 2, 3. So we'll take this one out and we get a worker of colour of our choice. So we want yellow or blue. I think we'll go yellow. And then we could 1, 2, 3, 4. Take that one out as well. 2 red and 2 blue. Yeah. So 2 red and 2 blue. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cowrie shells for 3 provisions. We take this one out and we get 2 cowrie shells and a wood. And I think, oh no, so I can get a provision. Take that townsfolk card and I can get another cowrie shell. Oh, actually, I can go here now and get 2 cowrie shells. Can you see that? So this spot now, I get 2 cowrie shells. I've got so much for building, and I do want to do this, but I just want to be absolutely secure. I guess I could do it, couldn't I, really? So I need a black rider worker next turn. I'm going to stop there. Don't need to suffer attacks. Move these down. Oh. And did I suffer that attack? I can't remember if I did, but I'm gonna. Oh, I've got a red worker there. There you go. Thought it was clay. And we've refreshed, so now we harvest. So 4 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4. I've got so many cards in my deck. This flood is going to find it hard to catch up to me. 4 cards. The usual. Yellow, blue, and then a provision and 4 cowrie shells. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then I'm going to get a rider because I'm going to do this now. So I'm going to use black, yellow, and 2 labourers. Excuse me. And 3 cowrie shells to finish this part. And so I get 1 wood. And I lose 3 cards from the top of my deck. So there we go. So now 2 provisions and 2 cowrie shells. I would get a card from the top of the Townsfolk draw deck. Now the question is, I'm going to discard that completely and get a labourer and an archer. I don't actually have that many. So what can I do here? I can defeat the first one, and actually, yes, I'm going to defeat the first one. So 2 yellow and a blue and 2 provisions. They're defeated, and that gets me a cowrie shell and a labourer, which is good. And that will be all right. But what I'm going to do is build another building. So I can't do these now. I've done all of them. So I'm going to build one of these. That's a labourer, a clay, and 3 wood. And what do I want to build? I think blue this time. So I'll build this and I will get a blue spearman for building that building. That's clay. Blue, red, red, yellow. So I could do that one. So I'm going to go here and get a yellow worker. And I'm going to do red, red, blue for this barbarian and 3 provisions, which is 6 cowrie shells. So they're defeated, and I get 3 cowrie shells back. And then let's just use these ones. So, do you know what? I'm going to get rid of that one to get 2 provisions, because even at this stage, I want to thin out my deck a little bit of these now, because I want meeples now to defeat these barbarians. And I'll get 2 cowrie shells and 2 provisions. And then I think what I'll do is I'll spend 4 provisions to get a labourer. So I just need 2 wood to stop these, and I've got plenty of wood. So I'm going to go here and get a provision and a cowrie shell. And then townsfolk, I'll spend 2 provisions to get these 2. I can't defeat any more barbarians, but that's fine. Yeah, that's fine. So I'm going to stop there. So we return the barge on the last spot. And we are going to refresh the card. Oh, suffer attacks. So 2 attacks, 2 wood. And then we're going to refresh the card row. So we're going to get 3. 1, 2, 3 barbarians. 1, 2, 3. That's okay. That's okay. We can do this. And so we've refreshed. So we harvest. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we get labourer, the usual. And provision, and 1, 2, 3, 4. That's all the cowrie shells, and a worker of our choice, which we should get yellow, really. And then I'm going to discard some more cards. So I will discard this townsfolk card to get 2 labourers. And I think I'll discard this one to get 2 provisions and a labourer. And then this one we will just get the archer. Okay. So let's go along here. So we've got a lot of blue. So 2 spearmen and an archer and 1 provision. But I will not use the provision, I'll use 2 cowrie shells. And we defeat that barbarian and we get a cowrie shell and we draw a card from our deck, which is good, which gets us another meeple. And then we need... So now I'm going to use this, which is 1 labourer and 1 provision gets us a colour of our choice worker. And that will be yellow. Will it? Well, let's do that anyway. I need to get rid of these 2. So 2 blue, so I can have a white. And I can have another white for the rider. And 2 provisions. Defeats them, and we get 2 cowrie shells. Oh, should have done this. So we get 2 cowrie shells and a clay. And then we will defeat this one as well. So this one, 2 yellow and a labourer. And 3 provisions. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Defeats this one and we get 3 cowrie shells. This is good. We want to keep up cowrie shells. So I could defeat that one as well, but I don't think I need to. I'm going to keep this one. I could defeat, actually. 2 yellow and a black. I'm going to spend 4 cowrie shells to get a labourer and another 4 cowrie shells to get a labourer. And I'm going to use that to get a provision and a cowrie shell. And I'm going to go here to get another archer. We're going to spend 2 archers and a labourer and 3 provisions to defeat this, which gets us a cowrie shell and draws us another card from our deck, which gets us another... I'm going to get rid of that completely. Provision, cowrie shell, provision. I'm going to take these 2 and I'm going to leave him in there, but I'll use these 2 to get a provision and 2 cowrie shells. So I'll use another 4 cowrie shells, 4 cowrie shells to get another labourer. Do you know what? I am going to draw a card. So I'm going to discard this, which is 2 wood and a colour of my choice. So 2 wood and a meeple of my choice, which I will take a yellow. Okay. And that is the end of my go. We don't need to return the barge. We suffer attacks, which is 1 wood. And then we refresh the card row. So again, we're going to get 3 barbarians. 1, 2, 3. And... whoops. Three townsfolk. And we draw up. So 4 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4. And labourer, usual. We now get 3 cowrie shells. Get all them back. Yellow, blue, a provision, and 4 cowrie shells. And 1 of our choice. And I will... we don't need yellow, actually. So it doesn't matter. I will just take whatever colour. And now... so next round, if I complete this one now, we will have to make sure that we kill 2 of these barbarians this round. Because when 4 come on, if they get to the end, if they reach this end, we lose. Even on the last round. So we have to go right through to refresh the card row till the end of that round, which I think we can do. I'm pretty sure we can do that. So I'm going to do it. So here we go. Red and yellow and 2 labourers and 3 cowrie shells. And we build the last part of the dam, which means we get 1 wood and we lose 3 cards from our deck. And that goes away. So now we have to defeat 2 barbarians and suffer the attacks. And yeah. So I'm going to attack this barbarian. So 3 meeples, so 2 blue and a red, which I can do with the labourers, and 3 provisions. So we'll actually use provisions this time because we've got a lot of them. They're defeated. We get a cowrie shell and a labourer. And then I'm going to discard this townsfolk card to get wood and a labourer. And I'm going to use this townsfolk card to get a blue and so interesting that there aren't any yellow here, because yellow is the only one that I can't use the same off. So it's kind of like pointless because I have this yellow one and I could get a yellow one from here from building something, but I don't need to. But let's defeat another barbarian because we just need to make sure that we can do that. So 2 blue and a black, which is 2 labourers. So 1 labourer is blue, 1 labourer is black, and the other blue, and 2 provisions. I use 2 cowrie shells and 1 of the provisions, and we get 3 cowrie shells. And that's it. If we can get through, we don't need to defeat these 2. We have enough to stop the attacks. I don't need provisions, so I'll just get the 1 provision and clay. And I don't think there's anything else I need to do. Am I getting that wrong? Do you know what I could do though? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. Get a labourer. 1, 2, 3, 4. Get another labourer. And then I could defeat this one. 2 black and red, so 2 labourers and a spearman. They're all the same. 3 provisions. Defeat that, so I get a cowrie shell back and I get to draw a card. And I can discard that gentleman to get clay and a labourer. So I've definitely done it. I've definitely done it. I don't. Well, I could build something else. I could build this last. Well, I haven't built any of these, but I could build that last building. I don't see any reason that I shouldn't. So 1 labourer, 1 clay, and 3 brick to build this, and I will get a card from the top of the deck, which gives me. I'll just get 1 red. There's no point in going over the top. I'll take that townsfolk card, and I will take that townsfolk card, and that is the end of the round. So we would return the barge, but it's not got anywhere to go, and we suffer attack, so that's 2 shells, and then we refresh the card row. So we're going to have 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and we refresh that, and that is the end of the game. So I've won. So yeah, I think that strategy of getting lots of worker meeples was good because of the cards I've got in the barbarian deck, which when I've won have made it harder. So yeah, I think I'm pretty pleased with that. So what we do is, gosh, this has gone on for quite a long time. I've enjoyed it. So what we do is we look at the win-lose deck, and we've had more losses than wins, but this time, excuse me, we have won. So this was all pre-shuffled at the start when I started playing this many moons ago. So instead of losing, we win. So we look at the top win card, and it says number 35, victory and defeat. So then we read 35. Dearest Tushinashi, another year has passed, and once more I see the fruit of our labour. The flood waters move even closer to the sea, and more land is safe from their ravages. The people of this region will not find the next year easy, but surely it will feel that way, given the trials of the past one. As I sat and watched the waters rushing in our canals, I feel great joy. But when I look to where they flow and the task ahead, I can only feel the pull of home. To see your radiant face and that of my children, that desire surges in me like the great floods I seek to tame. I will go on. There is word of more trouble further towards the coast. A great barbaric stronghold has been restored, and to continue our work downriver, it must be overcome. As distance tests a horse's strength, time reveals a person's character. Found the revealed victory card in the box under history. So that goes into the history. Find card 67 in the story deck and file it in the box under other setup cards. This is the Fortress card. 67. Oh. This is weird. Oh. 67. So here is the Fortress card. I think I've had this before. For future games, place the Fortress card face up in the rightmost space above the board. When placing a barbarian into this space, place it in such a way that you can see the workers required to attack the fortress, as well as the damage bribes shown along the bottom. Barbarian cards will still move in and out of this space as they slide to the left, but the Fortress card will never move. In this way, the most recent revealed Barbarian card will always be inside the fortress. The fortress and the barbarian card in its space must be attacked simultaneously. You cannot attack the barbarian card unless you also destroy the fortress. Making this attack still only costs 3 provisions, not 6. In this example, it would cost a total of 3 provisions, 3 labourers, 2 riders, and 1 archer to both defeat the barbarian and destroy the fortress. Destroying the fortress is not required to win the game. Okay, so it just makes that last spot up here harder to take out because you've also got to have 3 labourers as well to take it out. And once you do, then there is a number here, so we would read something and probably get some nice little prize. I can't really remember. But also, if you don't defeat it, you have to either lose a card or lose a worker of any colour. So there you go. So that goes into future games. And that will make it a little bit harder because we smashed it this time. Anyway, we're nearly at 2 hours, so I'm going to shadows on the wall. I'm going to leave it there. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And please come back for game 10 and hopefully we will win again. Okay, guys, thank you for watching. Take care. Bye. Bye, bye, bye.